Hello, everyone. Good evening and Jai Hind. I am Major Mohammed Ali Shah. I have the proud privilege and honor to be in conversation with a very, very reputed and a very respected name from Manipur who needs no introduction at all. Many people from Manipur, especially, they know him, they respect him, and he is a very fine gentleman, a very fine human being who believes in humanity. He has been a former member of the Manipur of child rights. His documentary film has won exceedingly well and have won several awards. He is a multifaceted personality, actually. But let's come ahead and speak to Mantu and ask him what, according to him, he feels should be the way forward to bring peace. It's become very complicating, very complex now. And let me tell you what my personal experience over there on ground was. The people from the northeast part of India are extremely cordial, people, honest. There's something echoing. I think something is echoing. मोंटू भाई ये मेरे फोन पे नहीं
Yeah,
है कुछ एको हो रहा है क्या
yeah, it's very nice to speak to Major Mohammed Ali Shah, a doctorate, and I'm very happy that he happens to be a neighbor of my old school friend from the Air Force School, Subroto Park, Delhi, Aditi Kapoor, and as my father was also in the Air Force and he retired in 87, it's a privilege that I'm meeting one of the veterans out here again. And it's my privilege that I have met you and I saw today, and I'm again congratulating you that for the award which you have won. Yes.
Thank you, Mantu bhai. That award, I think I got a bit more than my due, and many of us, we don't work for awards, and yes, it is indeed very, very encouraging. And I presume it is. I don't know. They didn't tell me that. Who have been covering Russia-Ukraine war, the Israel-Hamas war, China-Taiwan, Iran, America crisis, India-Pakistan. But I think I have taken a lot of interest. People know this, especially in Manipur, which unfortunately people have not really paid attention to it. But because I love the Maites, I love the cookies, I love the Nagas, and it is indeed very, very disheartening when I see that what's happening in Manipur. So, Montu bhai, what, according to you, could be the way forward to bring peace in such a beautiful land with such beautiful people?
I think to start with, I think the perspective here is that that the Northeast as such has been ignored for quite some time, and uh, for me, my father has served the Air Force in the war with Bangladesh. As you know, he had the privilege to serve under Field Marshal General Manekshaw, and also that he was also one of the person who were instrumental in training the Mukti Bahini. And if you have time privilege to someday visit the Palam Air Force Museum, you'll see his name for the last flight of the Fairchild packet. So, like as I said, that Northeast has been ignored, and I think the perspective of the government of India should really change, and I think it is changing because if you see in the earlier policy, it was the look east policy where the transition highway and the corridors of the with the Southeast Asia had begun to open. But the policy was just not, not moving forward. But after the new government came, it changed into the Act East policy. So after that, it started acting, and India has really invested in all this uh, way forward to develop the whole Southeast Asia. And fortunately, we have our MP from Manipur, who is also known to be R.K. Ranjan, who is the External Affairs Minister, who is handling the Southeast Asia. Uh, and he is also working because earlier he was the professor in the Manipur University, and he was looking into the Myanmar studies and so on. So I think that India has invested a lot. It has invested 1.75 billions US dollars in infrastructure projects, and also it has in a line of credit, it has more than 500 millions of US dollars being promised. So I think that all this dynamics and the interest of the US, because the US, as you know, that in its policy, it has really invested more than 450 million US dollars in getting the what you call pro democracy, civil society network activists to move forward. It has made many humanitarian needs. It had invested in that, and also in disobedient movement. So this whole geopolitics, because the China interests, if you see, so now uh, the unrest in Myanmar is the whole crux of the problem, and I think that the way forward is that once there is a civil, uh, uh, you know, uh, government, a pro-democratic government, or whatever government comes in, it takes what you call. Peaceful whole in its own borders, then I think that then there might be a solution, because most of the influx and immigrants which are coming from those ends are that is the report of the UN HRC about the ethnic arms organizations which are entering the borders of Manipur and Mizoram. So I think that once that ends, then I think that there will be a peaceful coexistence. Because the cookies, because I have got lots of friends with the cookie friends who are ethnically, belonging to this holy land, and I think that they are also of the opinion that this kind of influx or illegal migrants from that end should end, because they are the one who are, because their politics is different. You see, they have come from survival, because they have been flushed out from their own country. So I think that that is the catalyst, which is the main reason why there is still the unrest. If you have read or studied the whole geopolitics of the cookies and the whatever which is happening at present, you will see that the many of the press releases which are coming, they have got internal what you call many conflicts among themselves, and many of them are angry that why such things are happening and why we are letting the outsiders to take control of the situation, because until now so many government missionaries, government from both and from center as well as the state, as far as my knowledge is concerned, uh, many of the negotiators have been sent, but even if they are willing, there has been a external pressure on them not to, go to a kind of peaceful negotiation, because the agenda is different, as you know. You must be you are a defense analysis person. You must be knowing the whole geopolitics of the region, so you know what is their interest. Their interest, when I say, is not of the ethnic cookies out here who have been here for centuries. I'm talking about the other side of the border, who have entered, who have taken Aadhars. You must have seen the video of how the illegal migrants crossing the border and how they are taking the Aadhar, you know, getting their Aadhar and all. So those videos you must have seen. So I think that I think once that ends, I think the government of India should come up, because they are, because in Mizoram, if you see in Mizoram, they have been let to enter peacefully. They have been given a place to stay. They have been given food, but they have been categorically verified and enrolled as refugees. You see, so but this is not happening in this side of the border in Manipur. So that is what I would suggest, that the center takes up this measures, as well as the state government takes up these measures, like the government of Mizoram has taken.
Right. Montague, as you mentioned in your course of the conversation, that northeast part of India has been neglected, has been ignored for quite some time. And it's a fact. And whether people like it or not, I will speak the truth. And I think the Manipur as a state has contributed a great deal in nation development, nation building. We've had the best sportsmen, best literates, best intellectuals, the best of everyone, the best, the people who have contributed a great deal. Mary Kom is from Manipur. Mirabai Chanu is from Manipur. We have had Ratan Tayam is from Manipur. We've had so many good from all tribes, all communities, all areas, all regions. So the very fact is, when someone like if you would
We
say
have
in
we have major generals and lieutenant generals
yes,
who were
yes,
instrumental in the Kargil war.
yes, yes, absolutely. Lieutenant General Consul Himalaya Singh, this Lieutenant General Ellen Singh, they have been senior officers. They have been
Yes, yes, yes.
there's Colonel Sitlu. They are a whole lot of people. In fact, my own postmates, Major Lamtang Khan Khongthai and Major Rajkumar Ranjit Singh, Raju,
Hmm.
he was CSF, Crane. There are so many, Henry. There are so many people from Manipur, in fact. There are too many, I mean, my own friends, many, many close friends. And, it is people are generalizing outside Manipur who do not know. They are generalizing community that, oh, it is an ethnic conflict. And I would urge people who are from outside Manipur not to judge any community, any race, any tribe. People do have limited understanding of Manipur, unfortunately. So let me tell you, they are the best of people here. कभी एक मणिपुरी से जब मैं मणिपुरी बोलता हूँ तो मेरा मतलब है कोई भी जो मणिपुर का वासी हो उसे दोस्ती करके देखो उसे दोस्ती तो करो काम दे देंगे आपके लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये जो मणिपुर के नहीं है as friends. They will give their lives for you. They are those kind of people. The best of friends. So, Montuji, I want to know one thing. That I agree with you that Manipur has been neglected. Now, what is your say on there are some people also who in the colloquial Manipur language, PMs, PMI, so to say, who take interest in Manipur, who think that they are it's their own state यार उनके लिए क्या बोलेंगे आप?
I couldn't hear you properly.
My voice was echoing, so I was trying to figure out कहाँ से हो रहा है कि Manipur has been ignored. I also agree, has been neglected. But then at the same time, there are people like I take a lot of interest in Manipur, especially for my love for Manipur, unconditional love. So, what do you say for people who love Manipur, who are not from Manipur? उनके लिए क्या message है आपकी तरफ से?
Like I think that uh, now as the world has become a small a small stage with the internet uh, coming in and the social media being very active. I think that the issues which we are facing, as well as the as you said about the good things about the northeast, the tourism sector, these the sceneries, the flora and fauna, the culture, the tradition. I think people have acknowledged, and they would really love to come in and visit. And I think that the festival of Shanghai Festival, which used to take place every year in Manipur, as well as the Hornbill Festival in Nagaland, this has made uh, it has been a very popular festival, and all across the world it has been known, and people are coming in. But in the as I said, there are some elements who are trying to project the whole. You know, I think it is like a family dispute. Mia bibi ka, ladai kind of a thing. But this has gone beyond it. But if you could have tackled it earlier, it would have been, I think, it would have been the best. But some people try to project it outside outside India uh, as a war or a genocide between a community who is in the majority against the Christian minorities and so on, and projected it in UN, in many of the international forums. And now that has taken a bad shape, but people have realized it, and uh, the US, in its own statement, has given that no, Manipur conflict is not a religious angle; it is a ethnic angle. I think, but what I'm trying to point out is that I think we should not go beyond those lines. There should be a Lakshman Rekha, and uh, I think the one which I had said earlier, because there is an external interest in it. If it would have been an internal thing, it could have been solved in a month's time. But as the external elements are involved, I think that is the crux of the problem. And I think until and unless the war beyond Manipur, or which is happening in Myanmar, that takes shape, I think here it will still be a problem. As I said, the Indian interests, the investments which have India has done, the US interest. So I think government of India should now come to a concrete conclusion that yes, now ho gaya, whatever it is. If we need to bring the conflict into a standstill, and if we need to bring peaceful solution, then our policies should uh, uh, our policies should change. You see, that is what I am saying, and I think they have realized, and that is why I think they have started off. That is what we heard in the news, that government of India is planning to border the whole of the stretch from Mizoram to Nagaland, that side, like which is as it has been bordered in with Bangladesh and Pakistan. So when such bordering is been constructed, then I think the influx and the worms which are coming in to poison our our age-old relationship between the cookies, the ethnic cookies, and the Meiteis, it will be, I think, minimized.
Right. Yeah, I read in the news that that they were planning to fence the entire Indo-Myanmar border, and I was speaking to one former DG Assam Rifles. In fact, this is the Assam
Mhm.
Rifles tie that I'm wearing, and because I had also served with the Assam Rifles. So he was mentioning that there are some houses which their drawing rooms are in India, but the kitchen is in Burma, in Myanmar. ऐसे भी घर हैं border पे. So it's a very porous, it's a very open kind of a border. And but yes, let's see whatever. I hope this the government takes a stand very soon about anything, and I hope this issue is resolved. And I want people, my brothers and sisters from Manipur. When I say Manipur, again, I'm reinstating. I mean all tribes, all communities, all areas, all regions, all religions, everyone. That please don't feel alone. Please don't feel alone. I know it's very disheartening. Don't feel alone. We genuinely are concerned about you. That's the least I can do, bhai. I wish I can come and I can do something which jadoo ki chhadi, jahan se it all gets sorted out. But the least I can do is, would you agree with me, Montu bhai? The least I can do is
Yeah,
let.
I fully agree, because there is a notion, you see, because I've been with the forces. I have my friends, many of my friends from my school days have joined the army, navy. Some are big shots in the navy and air force, and all brigadiers and all my colleagues. So I know they were there in Manipur also. So I know, as I said, my father was in the air force. I know the mentality of the forces, and and there are many, say that, oh, Assam Rifle ko nikalo, this ko nikalo, us ko nikalo. They are taking side of cookies. This, that. Yes, in some instance, there is a human nature, like mm, Major
Misal bhi
Doctor
hua hai.
Muhammad,
Misal
Major
bhi hua
Doctor.
hai.
Yeah,
There's a comment. There's a comment.
hello.
There's a comment which has come from Yusuf Ali. I am from Manipur. I want peace because poor people are not able to live. See, it's very sad. And मेरे साथ भी मेरे साथ भी होता है कि अगर मैं see, I interview people from both sides and I try to search for a solution to a problem and I give a patient hearing. तो जब तक आप किसी का दुख, दर्द, दुखड़ा नहीं सुनोगे, आप कैसे उनके कंधे पे हाथ रख पाओगे?
Hmm.
I am genuinely wishing, that इसी तरह कुछ something happens, something happened that there is peace in Manipur. In fact, and I a beautiful state जहाँ फैसला में सिर्फ हुआ था, इंटरनेशनल पोलो मैच हुआ था. क्या contribution, क्या योगदान रहा है भाई मणिपुर का हमारे देश में.
अच्छा,
I've traveled every state in the country. I have not seen a more beautiful state like Manipur and Nagaland. ऐसा मेरा मानना है.
अच्छा, Major Sahib, I'll just ask you a question. Uh, you know how big a force is India now, and in the world, it is one of the respected country now, and it has nuclear power. Do you think that this influx, then the the what you call militants and which are coming in from cross border in Manipur, it is not like Pakistan and all. It is Pakistan, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का बॉर्डर में जो चल रहा है उसका तो ये 5%, 4% भी नहीं होगा. You see, the army can easily tackle, and you and me know what is the strength of the army. And the thing is that why the army is not given the power to do all this, to control the thing. You know, we have seen the army just sitting, not reacting to the sniper rifles being shot, the bullets which are. I'm talking about both sides, whether it's been Cookie or the Meitei side.
You
You
mean they
see,
haven't reacted? मतलब अगर उनके सामने हुआ है, you
the
mean they
army
have
has
not reacted?
the army's hands have been tied.
No, their hands have been tied,
The
but
army
I'm
hands
sure
have been tied.
they would have reacted. No, अगर if my hands are also tied, अगर मैं मेरे सामने, as you mentioned, sniper rifle, whatever, I would react to whatever little means I can. So you are
Hmm.
trying to say कि मैंने बिल्कुल react नहीं किया?
I think this can be solved in a month's time if the army has been given the whole power. The army is
See,
not given the power. That is the thing.
Montu
That
bhai,
is the crux of the problem.
Montu bhai, you are right. It can be solved in less than a month. मतलब ये बोलूँगा कि if the army is given full leeway, full powers, that go ahead, please sort it out. Please खड़ाखट. Army will come and the hands are tied, unfortunately. But I think at the same time, as a soldier, if I see any injustice happening, and I can tell you from my colleagues as well, they will definitely. I mean, थोड़ा बहुत जो भी इनकी बस की बात है, they will do all that they can. And Montu bhai, I sincerely thank you for this, for taking our time. And I know how much convincing it took me for the last, I don't know how many days to get you finally on air, online right now. And before we part ways, before I let you go to bed and say goodnight to you, any last message you would like to throw to the universe, sir?
To all my friends, uh, the Cookie brothers and sisters, which I have known, and we had lots of work being done together. I think that we know your position. You are in such a situation that the your hands are tied. I know because we have been having lots of discussions. I think that, and also to my Thai brothers and sisters, I think that it is a time for reconciliation and to know the real enemy. And I think that whoever from both ends would like to have a peaceful dialogue, I think they should all step forward. Let us leave the hatreds. I know many of the near and dear ones have been killed in both sides. I think this is not going to end. And I think the best solution would be that we come together, we sit together, we bring out a solution. And I think government of India should take a proactive role in in neutralizing the provocators from both ends. You know, so those provocators who are a threat to these peace-loving people who are not able to come out and say that we want peace. I think the government of India should intervene in that area. And I think, as I said earlier, the borders, the influx, and the illegal migrants which are coming in and creating troubles, they should be all flushed out. And I think the only possible solution I see is that to make the army given a free hand, and until unless that is not done, I think I see a solution. I see no solution. I think the army should be given a free hand and and check the borders, get these people out of our land, and I think that is the first step to the solution.
Very well said. Very well said. Yes, and army should be given a free hand, and I hope the Manipur crisis is resolved very very soon. And I thank you very much, Mantu Bhai, for taking your time. And you take care. My regards to your family and regards to all the wonderful people that you may come across. Please tell them, and to our viewers who are listening, please say that Major Mohammed Ali Shah and my friends and my family sends a lot of love to Manipur. That's why we keep saying, I Nanganungshi Manipur. Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
Mantu.
sure. When I come to Delhi, I'll surely come and meet you. Yeah.
Yes, you must. Yes, you must. Please stay with us and be a guest, and we'd love to host you. Right? Huh?
Okay, then.
Take
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Pleasure. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Thank you. Pleasure speaking to you. Pleasure
Thank
speaking.
you.